Okay, so in order to access and edit our Google Sites, what you're going to need to do is go ahead and log into your Gmail. When that logs you in, up at the top of the page, you should see sites listed. If it's not listed, hit the more, and in the drop-down menu, you should find sites. When you click on sites, because I've shared this site with everybody, you'll find it right there on your list. Just go ahead and click on it. When you get to the page, everything on the page, anything that you see when you want to edit, you just go to the top and you click Edit Page. Once you've hit Edit Page, it's going to load basically the tools that you're used to seeing in Microsoft Word. Anything up there, as far as changing the font size, changing colors, you just click down in the box and start typing. If you wanted to link to a web page, you'd highlight where you wanted to put the link, click link. It's going to bring this up. You can link to another page on the site or an external site by just typing in the web address. And then you'd click OK. I clicked cancel because I'm not going to put a link there. You'll also notice where it says insert, in the drop down menu, there's a ton of things that you can insert in there. Maybe you have a picture that goes with it. Maybe you have a PowerPoint that went with a particular part of your lesson, and you can just click that button and walk through the steps of inserting things into the web pages. The part that we've worked on the most has been the 9th grade. You'll see, though, on each grade level, we've kind of listed the main big ideas, or at least a couple of them, as we were kind of brainstorming them the other day. And on the front page, it's going to give you a basic summary of each one of these big ideas for the grade level. And then when you click on that page, it's going to give you an overview of what that big idea is. So here for Rolling on the River on this front page, you'll see that we've given a breakdown of what Rolling on the River is, what some of the big activities are that take place during that unit, and then underneath that are the breakdowns for all the classes. Now if we click on the English 1, you'll see where I've broken down the nature poetry focus for English 1, and at the top part it talks about those different learning objectives linked to standard course of study, and at the end it's the assessment, and the assessment are lesson plans. If you click on these pages, it's going to look like a lesson plan, but these are lesson plans for times when you are measuring your students' understanding, measuring their appreciation of those big ideas, be it the topic specific, subject specific, or grade level, or broader category of the big idea for the particular unit. You can add attachments to these pages. You can insert things into these pages as far as the handouts maybe that you use for an assignment. If you have a PowerPoint that goes with an assignment, you can add all of that in there. You see, if I go to the 11th grade and I wanted to go ahead and add a page to Where Do I Fit, I just go to the top and I click Create Page. It's going to ask me to name the page. In this case, I'm going to make a seminar page, so I call it Seminar, and I tell it where I want it to go. I want it to go under Where Do I Fit. It's not a big deal if these things land in a funny place, because we can always move them later, but you'll go ahead and create the page. It'll take you back to your new page, Seminar, and you'll see over there that Seminar is put underneath Where Do I Fit in the 11th grade. And so we'll break this down and for each one of these big ideas that we have and add to them as we go. You see here on integrated math, these three things are the things that we're putting onto each one of these pages, taking the big ideas and breaking them down to subject specific, going over what those big ideas are for the subject, for the topic, talking about those standard course of study goals in our own words, what our learning targets are going to be, and then looking at the ways that we measure and assess student understanding, appreciation for those big ideas throughout the unit. This is the basics of what we're doing.